So there's been a lot of talk about nuclear strikes, nuclear war, and all of that because of Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the war there. But what is the actual policy for the United States, and would the United States actually absorb a nuclear first strike? So, according to a quote from the United States Strategic Nuclear Doctrine, we direct our military forces to continue to posture themselves in such a way that they do not rely on launch on warning. So launch on warning is where you would strike first, or if you knew a nuke was on its way, you would send a nuke first. So be on the lookout. It also states that before retaliating, we will confirm that we are under nuclear attack with actual detonations. That's incredible. So, according to US Nuclear Strategic Doctrine, we wouldn't even retaliate until we confirmed that a nuclear detonation had occurred on US soil. That's quite frightening. If there was ever a nuclear attack, it would almost certainly be preceded by an imp. If you don't know what an imp is, it's an electromagnetic pulse. It's also a nuke, but it's a nuke that's detonated in the atmosphere, and it's designed to destroy all electronics, defense systems, and communications. If you detonated an imp, the power would only be out for 5 to 10 minutes. Everything would be out. Your car would not work, your phone would not work, and all modern devices with computers would be fried and would no longer function, and 5-10 minutes later, a nuclear bomb would be dropped on a major city. Russia has the world's largest arsenal of nuclear weapons, so it's a frightening thought to consider that our government would absorb a nuclear first strike and allow our country to suffer the consequences. You might not even realize that's the case. It's as if there was an imp before and the power went out for 5 to 10 minutes, knocking out all communications or whatever, and then there's a nuclear restraint. Because there is no communication, you may not even know until days later. An imp could be used to wipe out the entire country at once. All of the electrical grid, all of the internet, all of the phones, all of the electronics, all of the cars, all of the communications could be zapped in an instant. And there have been these war games going on since the Cold War, and I feel like we're just reaching a boiling point. Even the president has stated that we are on the verge of a new world order. The last new world order killed 40 to 60 million people, and now we're on the verge of a new world order. And it's just like, why would you say there's a bunch of people about to die, or millions of people going to die like the last new world order? The way he said it was very eerie. Food shortages are about to become a reality, with Russia threatening to send troops into Ukraine, where troops are already stationed and more are on their way. There are just so many things that are getting worse. The United States is leaving nuclear weapons in Poland, and if you don't know where Poland is, it's right next to Ukraine. As a result, this is a potentially hazardous situation. It would not be difficult for a mistake or an accident to spread into Poland, so it's a frightening thought. Russia stated that they have already used hypersonic missiles capable of carrying nuclear warheads and are nearly impossible to stop in a war. So this is like rapidly escalating. Russia has moved nuclear weapons into Belarus. All of these factors are accumulating and pointing to a nuclear disaster, which you should seriously consider. I know it's one of those things where there's nothing you can do, so why worry? But even if you could just get some iodine for your family and know what to do. Just stay inside and don't go outside for 3 days, or however long you can avoid going outside. Cover all of your doors, cracks, and windows. You might have to open up after a day or two to get some airflow, but these are things you should know and consider because this is a real scenario. And like I said, if a real nuke drops, there will be an imp before, and you won't be able to use your phone or look up how to do anything. It is not going to be fixed right away. It won't be like, oh, the servers are down, the internet is down. No, all of the electronics have been fried and no longer function. So please let me know what you think. Do you believe this will happen? I believe it is very likely with our current president and administration. For more such informative videos, subscribe to our channel and like the video. See you in the next video.